Emily and I are getting ready for summer camping trips, and in preparation for that, we had to figure out a way to get reliable internet for this full summer because Emily will have work to do on the road, and it's always nice to have some kind of communication when you're out and about. So we decided, after quite a bit of research, to go with Starlink. So we're gonna go through unboxing this and kind of our first setup. And we're doing the unboxing now and setup now so that when it comes to summer and we're trying to get everything set up at a campsite, we're not surprised by how it all works out. So the first thing we're gonna do while we're here in the house is we're gonna go through unboxing it, just what comes with it, how it looks in the box, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll actually take it up and out onto the back deck, and we'll get it all set up and connected to the internet and see how it works. All right, so first thing is, I think there's 3 pull tabs on this. So that's 1 pull tab. There's one on this side. That's 2, and then there's one across the front. That was kind of fun. So 3 pull tabs, and then it opens up. I'm gonna flip this around and try to fold the top back here. And then it looks relatively easy. So the dish itself, which is much flatter than like previous generations that we've seen, seemingly gonna be a lot easier to get that set up and put away. Our instruction manual. The next thing looks like the router. So this is the modem and router here. And so it's got 2 ports, 2 outbound ports. That's kind of nice. Let's do, I guess the communications cable, which I assume also powers the dish itself. And then power cable. And then some sort of other power type cable. Let's try to figure out what this is without looking it up. Oh, I see. So this is your power. Your power cable plugs into here, which plugs into your router, and then the router sends power to the dish itself. And that's everything that's in here. Pretty well contained as a small box. Emily said, let's go get it set up. So the first thing we're going to do, and then we're going to kind of head inside, is kind of set this up and plug in the cable to it. But generally, so this has to be relatively northward facing. We just happen to have on our deck a north facing view here. So we're going to kind of get off a little bit easy, trying to just set it up the first time. So the only other thing I'm going to do here is, I'm a little annoyed at how banged up that is. The first thing is connect this. All right. So that's connected. So we're going to run this wire into the house and then connect everything else kind of right inside the door here. Okay, so the next thing we've got to do is put power into the power brick. So we'll do that here. And for now, I'm going to leave that just not connected to power. But we're going to use the outlet that's right here. The next piece is to the router. So this will plug into the router there. And then the last connection is the cord from the dish here. There's the plug in that way. All right, set that down. And we're going to come over to here and plug that in. So now we're powered up. That's really kind of the bulk of the setup work that needed to be done. So the next thing I'm going to need is my phone. So the next thing we need to do is get the app out. And so I'll put this up on the screen. So I've just got it open. And I'm going to start setup and select the flat. I think they call this the standard panel now. Clear view of the sky. Well, doing the section here is looking for obstructions. Point my camera up. Okay, so now I've gone around and checked for obstructions. It's going to tell me how many obstructions I have. So it says there's quite a few obstructions. I assume it's the trees and probably the house on this side. But we're going to try it anyway. Continue with kickstand. And then that needs to be facing roughly north, which is like there. Okay, so I'm going to go turn it really quick. Okay, so my estimation of north was not accurate. So I'm going to quickly, I'm actually going to set it on here and do that. So now I'm roughly north, and we're going to, my Starlink is powered. And I need to switch over to Starlink Wi-Fi. So I'm doing that now. Okay, so we had a bunch of problems there trying to figure out what went where. So now we've got it going. So we did the SSID name and a password. It doesn't show you the password, so I'll be able to show you on the screen record. So it's just doing an apply settings right now. And we got it dead on. So it came back and said the alignment is perfect. Okay. So I'm going to run a speed test to see what we get at the house here. I'm pretty close to the house. I'm like 10 feet from the house, so that's probably going to slow it down a little bit. All right, so I ran two tests. The first one came back at 50 megs down and 6 megs up. And then I just ran a second test at 124 megs down and 22 up, which is pretty decent.
Is that on Starlink's app?
Yep. So not bad. And it looks like there's another software update, so maybe I'm going to do that again. Okay, so I'm finishing up the edit on this video and realized the screen record I have of the speed test does not align with what I was talking about. I did a ton of speed tests. We've been playing with this thing for a week. Generally, I get somewhere around 100 to 150 megs down and somewhere between 10 and 25 megs up. So it's been really decent and will certainly work for traveling this summer. I think generally we're gonna keep playing with it since we've paid for the first month anyway. We're gonna keep playing with it and see how it goes, just to see what else we can kind of make work or not work in the course of using it. So all in all, I think we're pretty excited for it. We're gonna be excited to have a reliable connection, I guess, while we're traveling this summer. And I think the question would be, would I recommend it? I don't know yet. I think once we get actually traveling this summer, we'll be able to kind of talk about that a little bit more. Anyway, thanks for watching. We hope that this helped you kind of look through Starlink and see if it's a decent idea for you. As we get to use it, we'll actually do a full maybe review of the unit throughout the summer. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.